Good evening and welcome to the 802 iRacing League's podcast, episode 8 of the 2025-2026 season. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties getting going there. Trying to start off with the stream up already, and it didn't look like it took there. So just to double check and make sure we're broadcasting live, and we looks like we are. Um, just gonna click in real quick. Yeah, we are good. So want to start off tonight. It's kind of well, first let me say, hey Brandon, how are you tonight? My co-host Brandon Garrand, live as always.
Good. How you doing, Rob?
Not bad. Kind of a sad day for especially our 358 Dirt Mod series. A lot of the guys in that series are from the upstate New York, Ontario, Quebec area, and all have raced at or been raced at Albany Saratoga Speedway, and know Lyle DeVore, the promoter at Albany Saratoga Speedway since 2012. Um, he lost his battle with cancer recently. It was announced yesterday that he'd passed away. So Whitney Productions did a really great tribute to him. Um, it's Lyle talking his own words about what racing has meant to his life and his philosophy around it. So I'd like to just play that and take a moment to reflect on Lyle's life, all he did for the sport we all love, and the man he was. So here we go.
It's you against Mother Nature per se. When I'm out there, I'm by myself, there's no phones ringing. It's something that kind of just eases your mind and lets you focus and think about some other things. I really love the challenge. To me, when you can hit the track good and you have really good racing, man, there's no better feeling. There's nothing better than racing. What I can do to my part to help promote this sport, we need the fans engaged to help to promote it and keep supporting these local tracks.
Congratulations, buddy. Good job done.
I gotta deal with what I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna fight with what I gotta fight with, and there's two alternatives. You either fight or you give up. And the DeVore is never giving up. When people think of Lyle DeVore, I want them to realize that I'm a hard-working guy, treat everybody fair, karma's a bitch, and racing is number one in his life. Always was and always has been and always will be.
I'd like to take a moment and have a moment of silence for Lyle as we keep his family and his friends and his speedway in our thoughts and prayers. And as Lyle would say, the show must go on. So we're going to jump right into the Dirt 58, the G.Stone Motors 58 Dirt Car Series results. And once again, Brandon, I was absent this week from it. Was in bed sleeping, getting ready to go to work. So I'm going to let you run through the top top three there. Talk about the race, and I'll get the full results up on screen as you're doing that.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Once again, it was our friends from the north, as Matt Barber took home the win. He led the whole race. Very good for Matt after last week's bad luck at Knoxville, where he had quick time and yeah, just didn't get through the beat or the heat race. Didn't get back through the B main. Just a couple accidents, so good for Matt to recover there. Anthony Rosselli backs it up. I believe he was top three the week before, so back-to-back or podium finishes for Anthony. And then Mr. Dean Reynolds rounds out the podium with a third place finish. And then after that, we'll just go through the rest of the order. We had Tyler Nauf in fourth, Michael Vitale 5th, Ty Dickinson 6th, Justin Gerougier 7th, myself an 8th, Harold Klump 9th, Brian Lawson 10th, Rylan Banks 11th, Joey Ladisler 12th, Jeff Sharp 13th, Kelly Wheeler 14th, Chad Lackey 15th, Sam Bachman 16th, Speedy Brissett 17th, Glenn Sharp 18th, Matt Taylor 19th, Mason Hine 20th, Randall Dixon 21st, Clay Christopherson 22nd, Shane Billings 23rd, and Shane Pierce 24th. And then we had 6 cars that did not qualify for the event.
So we're hanging around that 30, 34 car mark,
Yeah,
depending
we
on the week.
we have been holding really strong through the first 4 weeks. Unfortunately, people having to go home, but it's good to have a good strong car count each week. We've enjoyed it, and it's been you never know who could end up going home. I mean, this last week, I mean, I can list off the DNQs. We got Trevor Drew, Scotty Rome, Ed Brissett, Garen Brimmer, Shane Pearson, and Cody Harris. And I mean, Trevor's been really fast. Scotty, obviously, very fast. Garen, that was his first race this year. Cody's been up front. So yeah, any week it could be. You never know who could go home. Like I mentioned earlier, Matt Barber going home last week.
Yeah. And then this coming week, go to a new track. I'll just slide it down here real quick. Um, New track on the schedule going to Lucas Oil Raceway.
Yep, this is first time for the 802 there. I've never got many laps there, but from what Dean was telling me last week, it's a very momentum based track and it can get really racy. I tell you, I don't know if you got to watch the broadcast back yet from Tuesday's race, but the track was really racy and very characteristic of me, Rob, I was not banging the boards up top. I was trying to bang the inside boards and we made it work and that's what helped me get through. I mean, to finish 8th, I got through a lot of carnage. So, but yeah, hopefully we get
That's a great
another
run for
really
you.
yeah, I hope we get another really good racy track. I mean, even the week before in Knoxville, I thought I was really good. Just bad luck in the B main and just a racy track. So hopefully we get another good racy track again, and we can just be out there racing in the feature. That's all. It's fun getting out there.
And then I'm going to slide the points over here for everyone to look at.
Yeah.
Let you walk through them.
Yeah. So with the drop races now starting to come in, we still have Chad Lackey leading the points. Rylan Banks is second in points. Trevor Drew third. Tyler Nell fourth. Anthony Rosilli fifth. Dean Reynolds sixth. Matt Barber seventh. Brian Lawson at eighth. Sam Bachman ninth. Michael Vitale also tied in ninth with him. And then just outside the top 10 is Speedy Brissett, Clay Christopherson, Kelly Wheeler, Scotty Rayome, and Joey Ladisor is the top 15 in points. We can keep going down, but it gets really tight. And I was looking at it. If I make those 2 features that I missed instead of the 90, you just get 24 more points. I think it jumped me up to inside the top 20. So making the features a big thing in this series, as you still get show up points, but you can see the big jumping around for a lot of these guys too.
Yeah, and I'm going to, real quick, try to pull some magic here. I'm going to go back to the. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Wrong one. That's what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to try to pull some on screen magic here and get what I'm looking for down on the main screen. Okay. So if I do this. So we had a little bit of a refresh this week. For those that don't know, Brandon Garrand, my co-host, is also our graphics guy for the 802 iRacing leagues. For the podcast, for the series, he does it all the graphics. He does a lot of the paint schemes for the cars that are out there. He's a sponsor of the No Bull Challenge on the Cup side. Just goes above and beyond, and he decided that the logo needed a refresh for the 358 series after 3 seasons. So, gonna play the little clip here of the refresh. And there's the new logo. I like it, Brandon. Looks good.
Yeah, I can't take all the credit with this one. AI really helped me with some refreshing of it, like especially the video. All I did was I used a picture of the new logo and the old logo as the beginning and ending frame, and I said, make a cool transition video. And that's what AI came up with for my transition video. I'm not a video guy. I can do graphics, I can do the logos, but with videos, AI came into handy. And I mean, if most of the viewers out there can see our Discord, we've all, especially on the dirt side, really dove into the AI
Oh,
with
it's gone
pictures of us
insane.
going to the racetrack. Yeah, and it's yeah, I noticed that the dirt chat has now been renamed the dirt fun chat.
Yes. So that's been a real fun chat to browse and look at every day when I'm getting ready to go to work. Um so yeah, so look Lucas Oil this week with the with the modifieds. And I want to thank all our sponsors on that side of things. I want to thank um, G.Stone Motors, Stone CDJR, the Super Dirt Car Series, Mr. Radiator. Um, I know I'm missing a couple. Help me out, Brandon. I'm trying to
I
get it
think
up on the list here.
expert installations, or
Yep.
I should have that memorized myself, but yeah, but
Yep. Mr. Radiator, Super Dirt Car Series. That we got them all. BG Graphics.
perfect. Yeah,
So
a couple of those guys coming on just this year, so that's really good
yeah.
to have them. And obviously Joey's doing the Hard Charger Award, which is very nice. So yeah,
Yes,
it's good to
absolutely.
always have sponsors come on board.
Yeah, it's what makes it possible to do what we do here. So then that takes care of Tuesday night. Then we jump over to this past Tuesday. Then we jump over to last Friday night, race 6 of the schedule on the um, 802 Busch Series, and that was won by Cody Gibson. Um, Cody's been on a hot streak this season.
Yeah, very familiar name to the
Yep.
front of the field in the Xfinity Series.
And then Steve Ritter was second. Dustin Coggin was third. Brennan, you had a nice little fourth place finish, and then my teammate in the Wolfpack race, and Johnny Barker, he got rid of some of his bad luck he's had this season, and he got top 5 there. If you want to talk it through, I'll get the full results up.
Yeah, so after that we got Logan Kogard sixth, Jorge Ledesma seventh, Larry Bell eighth, Jeff Pogo ninth, Scotty Stevens 10th, Tanner Marr 11th, Bryson Anderson 12th, and Kenny Rio 13th. Um, yeah, this race was really clean. I mean, we basically were green the whole time. We had a quick little caution for self spin early, I think lap 2 or 3, and then we had another one around lap 90. And at that point, most of us had already pitted, I believe, and had used up all of our tires. Like we'd already gone through the green flag cycle, so nobody had any tires left. And as you saw Sunday, Iowa is a very high tire wear track now. Like even with the repave, it seemed like it was worse than with the old track. But it became
I,
into a very attrition race there at the end on the last long run. And obviously Cody has something a little extra than us right now. He's got it. He's in a groove, and he's got the short term speed. He's got the long run speed. So a lot of us really trying to catch up on that. But other than that, I mean, at the end of the race, me, Dustin, and Johnny had a really good battle there. I know running for third, so it was a racy track. Um, not as many cars as I thought. 13 was a pretty low number, but other than that, it was a good race
I
for
got a feeling
second.
tonight we're going to see a few more. Had a gentleman reach out who's been off for a couple weeks. He'll be back tonight racing, so I'm going to put that in my pocket till we get to our picks. I'm not gonna. Not gonna
I
spoil
notice I noticed a lot of guys like the mile and a halfs more than short track so far, but
Yeah, and
we'll see as the season goes on.
what I'll say here is, I gotta feel Kentucky's gonna be even more tire sensitive, at least from what I'm seeing today when I practiced a little bit. Um, so we got the points up. I'll let you walk through those if you want.
Yeah, so
Go through the top
like we
20
said,
maybe.
Cody Gibson's on a tear and a hot streak, and so far with the the three drop races in the Busch Series, we've gone through three races, so we have three drops. And fortunate for Cody, he's dropped off every bad race he's had, and his three remaining are three wins. So with that, Cody is leading the points. Steve Ritter jumps up to second place, uh, 20 back, and tied with him is Logan Kogar. He's also 20 back. I'm in fourth place, right behind them, a couple points back. Joe Hudson's in fifth, a couple points back for me. It's really tight to second right now. So, sixth place Dustin Colligan, seventh place Johnny Barker, eighth place Tanner Marr, ninth place Dominic Wright. Larry Bell is 10th, Michael Bardusky 11th, Jorge Ledesma Jr. 12th, Jeff Pogo 13th, Kenny Real also 13th, Rick Kennedy 15th, Jim Ott 16th, Rob Beer 17th, Bryson Anderson 18th, 19th Scotty Stevens, and in 20th is Ron Holyfield. Excuse me.
Okay, and that we'll jump over and preview Kentucky. Tonight we're at Kentucky with the Busch cars. I have not turned a lap in there with them yet. I don't know if you have, Brandon, or not.
Nope, nope. So I was gonna do a couple laps before the podcast, but then I saw something on iRacing Facebook that somehow during this wacky Week 13 transition, Rob, they got the Dirt Pro Late models, which is still they're not like a Week 13 wacky thing. They're running
Yep.
ranked events still,
Really?
and they got them on Oswego asphalt right now. They messed up.
That was the mess up.
so
They did that.
so the,
They did
so
that
the
with.
dirt
I want to say they did that with the 358s back last summer too, didn't they?
the Dirt Pro Late models are racing on the asphalt at Oswego, and I had to try that. And
Just call that
yeah,
the
the
airborne
tires are not
Gold
gonna last.
Ultra version.
If they can have tires that last, doing a few laps there, it was bringing me back to like the back in the day when they had all the dirt mods up here running on the asphalt. But yeah,
Yeah, part of me
but
misses those days.
it was definitely a cleaner. Like you didn't have as much maintenance on the car.
But
But
no, there wasn't. But that that era was a prime example of racers. And listen, the team I was on was guilty of this. Will will push the envelope and turn it into something it's not meant to be.
I feel like that also did like a lot of like a changes to like how like dirt racing is in a way. Like I go to dirt tracks and they're almost like they're always all so slicked over and just like
Yeah,
it almost runs like an asphalt track most of them now. So it's like all this aero
yeah,
work and like to the dirt mods is like a lot of it I feel it came from when they started building asphalt specific 358 modifieds.
yeah. We it 2012 was the first year. Well, we ran on and off here and there. Our team did up the airborne, but it was with a dirt car that we just we moved the battery from underneath the seat up in front of the radiator, and
Yep.
we didn't do anything wild and crazy, but no one else did. But then 2011, we started to really get into it a little bit, and we we might have built a quarter-inch steel floorboard on the bottom of the car to lower the center of gravity. I mean, I remember putting the floorboard on with two jacks and a impact gun because it was bolted on instead of the aluminum, floor of Zeus buttons. It, it,
Yeah,
it
I
was
could.
it was wild.
I could, like you said, like at the beginning of that era. I remember there was one day, we literally went. We had two cars at Airborne, both set up for asphalt. One of them didn't make like the big final race of the year, the 100 lap or so. Leon sent him back to the garage, said, "Get that thing ready for Devil's Bowl." And shit, after the feature, we were on our way over to Vermont after with another car already transitioned over, ready to go dirt racing.
Yep.
So like, how quickly you could change them over that you couldn't do that with them at the end of
Oh
the era
God,
of.
no. I mean, they had Watts links on them, and
If anything, maybe you could bring the car to Syracuse. That's about it.
well, I know a couple guys tried, but they were a half second off out there.
Yeah,
It
just
didn't transition well, even at Syracuse. So it was a fun time. I enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. We had a
just
dream
something
season.
different.
That 2013 we won 19 out of 34 races. We ran between Devil's Bowl and Airborne on the asphalt. So
Yeah,
it it, it was a fun time. But honestly, nostalgia wise, say you want to go back to that, but not really.
it's like the old sticker I used to see on a lot of the haulers that went to dirt tracks. It's asphalt's for getting there and dirt's for racing, or whatever that phrase was. And
Yeah.
it's kind of true. It's kind of true.
I
But
honestly don't miss New Smyrna for Speed Weeks either. I'm much happier being at Volusia.
yeah, I
It,
can imagine. So I mean, I watch like you watch some of those things, and it just seems so technical. Like just speaking of like the snowball derby this past week, like you're gonna black flag Ty Majeski for obeying the rule, which is a rolling start to the box.
yeah.
It's a little nitpicky. I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
I can tell you that when he got warned the first time. Now, if the start he executed the second time had been the first restart, he
Yeah,
would have let it
that's
go.
what that's what a lot of people said was that he already
But
got the warning and he
he'd
tried to
already got
push
the
it again.
warning and he tried to. Now, in his defense,
Oh,
he's
look who's
worried
on his
about getting run
outside.
over there and getting jacked up. Um,
Not only that, look who's
those
on the outside of him too.
yeah,
Nasty plays some games.
yeah. Nasty, the
They
reputation
all play
he
games.
had he has mellowed a lot.
No, he's not like a
But
dirty racer, but he's looking to try to get an advantage from second place too, because he knows
what a lot
I
of
got to
people
get
realize
Ty on this
with those
restart.
supers, with the noses and the rear on them, it's not like a Cup or an Xfinity car that everyone watches where you can bump the guy, the
Oh
leader,
no,
and give him.
yeah,
If you get if they drive their nose up under your ass end on those super late models,
you're
it
done.
lifts your tires up off the ground. So that's what he's trying to avoid. And honestly, Ty got screwed by that either last year or the year before. Um,
Yeah, he did get run
he
over.
he got run over on a restart that he executed correctly. Um, so I
That's why
understand.
they have that rolling to the box rule now. I think they
Yep.
said that's why they kind of implemented that. But yeah, it's racing, I guess.
Yeah, that
But
super late model racing is a whole different world.
yeah, ugh. They're
It's
fun cars to drive though. I'll
it's
drive
the
them on the server, but
it's one of the only divisions I know that Speed Weeks I remember more than one season we'd start on Friday night of the World Series down there in New Smyrna with 30 cars, and by the end of the following week, the 9 nights we were down to like 12. It's just
yeah, I was gonna say I bet you they just junk them all.
they do. So, looking forward to Busch Car tonight at Kentucky. That'll be fun. I'm gonna get to race tonight, so
Perfect.
8:30.
In a couple weeks.
Yes, I've missed 2 weeks. I've two of my drops I used up with 0 points, so I've kind of put myself in a really bad spot there. But been working and had to go to bed to get up and go to work early, so that's that. Um, Next would be Cup results. So Cup race was at Iowa. Jim Ott took us to the woodshed. That's all I can say about that. Um,
Between him and my teammate, these two the last couple weeks,
yep.
between Charlotte and here, they've led. I think they've led the whole race on both of them. So.
What I'll say is Jim really nailed the strategy on this one. Um,
Mhm.
and I pitted the same time he did, and I wanted to take my second set of tires, and I have done that the 2 weeks previously about the same time, and it's bit me in the ass. Um, and he's coming down pit road. I'm talking to Johnny and Eli. I'm like, I really want to take tires here, but we've been burnt the last 2 weeks doing this, and I just
Hmm.
took fuel only. And when I went by it, Jim was still sitting like, I said, if this goes green after this, Jim's gonna win this race.
So he did like the same exact strategy last week, and fortunately, like Poco ended up getting the caution last week.
Yep,
Because if they would have got it this week, I think I had a set, or Jeff, somebody had, one of us had a set at the
I
end of
think there
this
was a
race.
lot of us
But
that had a set of tires this week.
but
Jim
I
was the only
remember
one.
on, yeah, when that second caution came out around lap 60 or 70, me, Jim, and Jeff were, I was like, I don't want to burn a second set here this early. Like, I really wish I didn't take tires on the first stop. Like, that's more what I was thinking was,
Yep.
I really burned a set on lap 30. I shouldn't have took them there.
Well, I know I
But
took us at home. I think probably you and Jeff did too.
yep, yep, I did.
I mean, and Jim used all three of his sets, and he was just able to set sail. To give our listeners an idea, he restarted probably 15th, 16th, had a well went green from there, and he
Yeah, after the second one, it
drove
was.
to the lead, and he put a pretty good gap on everyone, and then the rest of us pitted. I'd say probably
Yeah, and
about 30
he
laps
had such
before
a
he hit,
gap. Yeah, he had such a gap. Like he didn't have to worry about somebody
and
um
even
jumping
when
him, and Pogo did,
yeah
but it wasn't even.
yeah, but when Jim came out of the pits, he came out right behind me. I'm running sixth or seventh, and I'm
Yeah,
like
that's what I mean.
10 seconds behind Pogo, and
And he's got
Jim wasn't
fresh
even down a
tires.
lap. Jim's not down a
Yep.
lap. He's on fresh tires, and he's 10 seconds back, and it's like here this is if Les is a late caution and we can all bolt new tires on, Jim's got this driving away because he's got 30 lap fresher tires.
Yep. It was.
Um,
He come out of the pits and he goes, "Oh, I'm not even a lap down." And I said, Jeff goes, "I'll see you in about 20 laps," and
yep.
that's about how long it was. And
Well,
caught right up to him. I tell you what, on that last run, I took it a lot easier because on the middle run, I blew a tire.
yeah.
So
I blew it 4 to go.
yeah, it was not
Jim
fun.
had such
It was fun.
he had such fresher tires. I'm halfway down the backstretch. I come up. He comes off turn. I see him coming off turn 2, and I go, Jim, I'll let you go into 3 because he's just that much faster than the rest of us. I'm like, you're half straight
The
back, but I'm just gonna pull up and let you go here because there's no sense in holding you up.
I do like when there's like that differing in strategy a little bit though. Just fresh tires, and Jim took the chance there, taking a second set real early, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons we limit tires and we went back to the 100% fuel load on these cars is because we thought the 60% fuel load was going to give us more strategy, and it actually hurt us. And that's what we want. We don't want everyone to be on the same. We want it to be interesting. We don't want it just to be you know everyone comes in fires fresh tires on every time they pit, and we don't want it where everyone's on the same strategy as far as fuel goes. So I would say it's working out the way we as admins hoped for when we made the change back to 100% fuel load.
Yeah, I didn't get to the 100% fuel load in the at Iowa. The tires definitely came apart faster than the fuel, which is it's just fun. I prefer the car to race like that.
So we'll run down the top 20 here, Brandon. I'll give you a break. So we went 187 laps. There was 2 cautions for 8 caution laps. There was 3 lead changes. Start the field was 2,228. Jim Ott wins it, as we talked about. Jeff Fogel's teammate was second. Kip Easley's third. Brennan's was fourth. So 3 of the top 4 was, um,
Mooney gang.
yep, Mooney Gang racing. So Connor Patton finishes fifth. Devin McCaffrey finishes sixth. Johnny Barker's seventh. Seth Morrison's eighth. Daniel Holdcroft is ninth. Good race for him. Tim Rogers back again this week with us. He finishes 10th. He's 2 laps down. I finished 11th. I'm 3 laps down. And that's because I blew a tire with, I don't know, 2 to go maybe, something like that.
It wasn't many laps ago. I was just
Um,
about to pass you, and then I'm like, oh, he's in
yeah,
the wall. That's not good.
yeah. Um, Arabia Caton the third is 12th. Tyler Bellinger is 13th. Eli Raposa is 14th. I want to give a shout out to Eli. His father passed away this week. Our thoughts and prayers with Eli and his family. I'm not sure if he's in a race tonight. I have a
I don't
suspect
think he's
he
been
might
racing on
lose out.
Fridays. He,
Um, I know he raced last night with the Sim 500 group, so um, thoughts and prayers with them. Um, Shane Tatro was 15th, Cody Mells was 16th, and Chris Progar was 17th. Again, a little less in the field, only 17 started. I'll say historically, short tracks and road courses, this is what we see. We have less cars show up, so um, hopefully we see some of those guys that weren't here this week, like Brandon Finley and Michael Produski, are back this week. We'll see. But I know we got some of the Sim 500 guys coming back this week that missed last week or missed last couple weeks, so that'll be good. And then I will jump over to the points real quick. I'm trying to open the points in iRacing instead of going to Sim Racer Hub. That's not good. See that, Brandon? All those years of doing it in iRacing, I'm still programmed that it's on iRacing.
I noticed that it's not even calculating the points anymore, but it does have like the stats and stuff.
Yep.
Because I don't know why I opened it the other day and I'm like, Kenny's leading the points? How's that even possible, even with drop weeks? And then I
Yeah.
was like,
No,
oh, it hasn't gained points
Kenny's
since the
missed a
first
bunch.
race.
Yeah. So Jeff Pogo is our points leader. Cody Meadows is second. Jim Ott's third. Kip Easley's fourth. And Brandon, you round out the top five. You are up 8 spots this week. Joe Hudson's
Yeah,
at six. Yeah, 8 spots,
yep.
man. Jeff's got a nice little 20-point cushion there on Cody too now. So um, we gotta see as we go here. Jeff might be a repeat of last year's season where Jeff walks away with it, but I got a feeling
Well, with
as guys hit their
these points,
stride,
the
it
point
might
to reset,
change.
yeah.
Yeah, all it takes is a bad race or two, and I think Jeff's had a couple drops already where he's had, I think he finished dead last one race, right? And
Yeah,
so
the Auto Club, he didn't have a good race, and then at the end of the New Hampshire race, he got
yeah,
into it on the last lap and kind of lost a bunch of points there, but
yeah. The drops
those
make it
might
so
be.
volatile. Joe Hudson is sixth. Johnny Barker seventh. Actually, Johnny and I are tied for seventh. Brandon Finley is ninth. Eli Raposa is 10th. Steve Ritter's 11th. Michael Parduski's 12th. Daniel Holdcroft is 13th. Nick Larson is 14th. Tanner White is 15th. Chris Proger is 16th. Arabia Caton III is 17th. Anthony Calatoni is 18th. Tyler Bellinger is 19th. And round out the top 20 is Frank Zingen. So that's the points.
Already
Um,
starting to form a little bit of a gap there at that 15 spot, so
yeah.
he's got. I mean, I know the drops will start shuffling things around, but something those guys are going to want to keep an eye on. You're not going to want to miss too many more races.
Yep. So we got the Kentucky Bluegrass 240 this week. Um, that is going to be 160 laps. Um, I did turn some laps here today with my two teammates, Johnny and Steve, and it's very interesting. So, um,
Been a couple of years since we've been there. I feel like.
it
I
is,
feel
and
like we talked
and
about that last week, and it's been 2 seasons maybe.
well, I think we didn't we race here as part of the All Star Challenge, the
That might, yeah,
tri track
that
challenge.
yep. I didn't do the old Tri Track Challenge last. New Year's Day is a rough recovery day for me some years. So
And actually, we're here right now. Let's touch on it. So I think
yeah,
we got what a day or two left in that poll, and unless the road course gang really piles on the votes, we put up a vote. We asked if the league wanted to stick with the what we had talked about, which was Watkins Glen All Star race to kind of get a road course involved. And to be honest, it seemed kind of like a flat response when we announced that. And then I think it was maybe you, Brandon, that mentioned that
yeah.
maybe we should bring back the
Well,
Tri Track Challenge next season
Yeah,
And
I was thinking future because I didn't know if it was too late, but then you're like
well,
it's not like
well,
we're
it wasn't
scheduling
me.
dates at
It
these
was
tracks.
Jeff Fogel, who is a road course
True.
ringer, and of anyone, he's the one that would want it the most. He's like, hey, put it up for a vote. Um, so what we talked about was doing Nashville Fairgrounds for a short track of the Cup cars. We talked about we'd start out in Nashville. No, start out at Daytona, right? Yeah, start out at Daytona. Qualify at Daytona. Run to 15 laps per at Daytona. Uh, Take the finish order from Daytona, invert that. That would be the starting order on the short track, which would be North Nashville Fairgrounds. That'd be 50 laps. So whoever finishes dead last at Daytona starts on the pole at Nashville. Um, and then when we go, then the third
I
track.
almost I almost wonder if we should start at Nashville because qualifying there will mean more. It'll be more important. And then Daytona, if you win Nashville, like it'd be
Well,
easier to get to the front. The second race, I don't
well,
think you should be at like that much of a disadvantage.
I don't think it'd be a huge
You think?
disadvantage in Nashville.
I didn't race there last year, so I don't remember like what it was like.
It was pretty racy.
Okay.
Because we have a setup courtesy of Maconi Race Shop
Oh,
at
that's
the
right. Yeah,
track.
we do have a setup for that. All
We
right.
have a built
Yeah.
setup for that. It races pretty good. Yeah, and then I don't know if we say which track we do.
We'll have to think of somewhere else because we already raced Kentucky, and unless we throw the road course in there still. We have a
We
couple
have some
weeks
time to
we could.
think about it. Yeah,
Yeah, we got a week or so. We'll have something announced
we could
the
throw
week before
since
at
we're
least.
doing Legacy Texas. We're doing the old Texas for the Texas race this year. We could do the current
The new one
Texas
with
configuration
yeah.
for the All Star Challenge. That way, when we duplicate any track, we're going to
Okay,
the rest of the
yeah.
season,
All right, yeah. I
or we
like all
race the
that.
new Texas for this on the schedule and do the Legacy Texas for the. Last year we did the Legacy Daytona. And that was a mistake. We didn't realize that was a one lane track. There was no side by side at Legacy Daytona in a next gen car.
Yeah, there.
That was horrible. So I think we've pretty much stuck to our sheet this week, right? Did I do a better job sticking
Yeah.
to it?
I I mean we're not the best on staying on. I mean we kind of went off a little bit when we talked about like the race car up here, the asphalt and all that, but that's fine. We're
But I
staying
feel like
right in our
the
time
overall
pocket.
order, yeah, the overall order we've done pretty good at.
Yeah,
Um,
but
so we already talked about previewed. Actually, reviewed all three of them. We haven't previewed Kentucky yet. So, well, let's go to the dirt. Who are you picking for dirt? Lucas Oil. Who's your winner
oh,
there this week?
hmm. I'm gonna go with Clay. Clay Christopherson. I'm gonna go with the trend. I think he's gonna finally be the guy that stops the Canadians, as they are now 4-0, as we've come to figure out. And I have a feeling that this track is gonna be somewhere where you could work the bottom. So I know them Canadian, they're all good. So I'm just gonna try to pick Clay. Hopefully he can put an end to this run.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna pick the 007.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
that
go.
was the other one I was thinking of.
I'm gonna go with Sam. I'm gonna go with the defending champ. He's been shut out this year. Um, Honestly, it seems like he's been a little bit of a struggle. And I think that monkey gets off his back, and I am picking Sam. Let's go. Well, let's go. We got practice in 20 minutes. Let's pick tonight's Busch race. Who you
Bush
got?
race. It's always hard to know who's going to show up. I don't want to take the chalky pick because Cody I know is going to be fast. Let's go with his teammate. Let's go with Tanner Marr tonight. I think Tanner's going to recover after a rough race last week, and yeah,
Hmm, Okay, I really don't have a clue who to pick.
the Bush Series is very hit or miss with who has been. There's not been very many that are consistently showing up, and that's no shot on anybody. I know Fred nights are busy, and it's a new league, but yeah, Cody's the man right now. So I could have went Chalky and just went Cody, but I tried to switch it up a little bit, so I went with Tanner.
I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Cody. I know that's anticlimactic, but I'm gonna go with Cody.
Yeah. No, you're you're good.
And then the Cup car. Um, let you pick first.
The Cup car. Iowa. My teammates are on a run lately. It's kind of hard to not pick one of them, but I'm gonna try to favor away from them. Hmm, I'm gonna go with last week's third place finisher. I think he finished third. Might have been second. Kip Easley. Actually, no, he wasn't second because my teammates are 1-2. Kip Easley.
He was third,
That's my
yeah.
pick. Yep, I'll take Kip.
Uh, if he races this week, I'll pick Wesley. Wesley Donaldson.
Yep, that's a good pick. I've been waiting for him to come back. Him and Anthony.
Yep. I went last week. I know a lot of guys don't like those tracks. I'm not sure if that's why they weren't there, but back to a mile and a half. I think we got the numbers bounced back this week. We'll see what we got. But well, Brandon, it's 8:13, and we got practice in about 15 minutes with the Busch cars. So I think that pretty much wraps us up. You got anything you want to throw out there? Anyone you want to acknowledge or any well wishes? Anything? Hello. We've lost Brandon. Well,
Do you have me now?
um,
Do you have me now?
we have you now. Yep.
Okay, so as I was saying, I just want to wish condolences, obviously, to friends, family, and everybody in the race community about Lyle. Obviously, now I want to spread some condolences to Eli and his family, and yeah, just well wishes. Tough time of the year to lose people around the holidays, but
Certainly is.
it's also you'll have a lot of family around you, so hopefully they can all find comfort with being with each other and just yeah, kind of a bummer way to go out of the show, I know, but condolences to both of those families.
Absolutely, I second that. So that's our podcast this week. We want to thank everyone for coming out. As always, I want to thank all our sponsors. And we'll play out with a word from our um, Dirt Car 358 Modified Series G.Stone Motors team. Have a good night.
Gardner Stone took a big risk when he set out on his own. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he had a community that believed in him. People who value doing business the Vermont way, and those values still hold true today.